Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapping. Sitting high up on the throne. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapping. Sitting high up on the throne. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, glowing up, but we still trapping. That's how a nigga survives. Flowing out, got the crowd packed. Yeah, that's how a nigga provides. Y'all insta this, y'all snap that, y'all diss this, and they snap back. Another mass shooting in the headlines. I'm like, damn, where that attack at? Cause y'all think this about race. They font that shit in your face. It's like every day it's the same agenda. It's really not that hard to trace. Fuck it, we might as well face it. Accept it, whatever it's wrapped in. There'll come a day when they run out of grace. So me and my niggas stay trapping. Yeah, ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapping. Sitting high up on the throne. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Hey, someone be too who I wanted to be and then what I became. Ended up going my own way, but I couldn't stay in my lane. Now if I'm honest, I've taken a liking to wearing these chains. They hold me down, make it easier when I start feeling the pain. Out of the overflow, your heart, they say your mouth speaks. Well, my heart must be fucked up, cause I can't speak and I can't sleep. So I stay woke in this daydream. Got shit to do, got the world to see. Got the same crew, got some new fleets. This an empire, fucking boutique, that's real. I only say what I feel, got a new plate with the same meal. On a new hype with the same chill. Y'all too fake, I stay real. Got cast down from heaven, but I'm too good to stay in hell. I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like, oh well, oh well. Yeah, I keep writing like, oh well, oh well. Yeah, hey, I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like, oh well, oh well. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapping. Sitting high up on the throne. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapping. Sitting high up on the throne. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah. It's been a while since I dropped this shit. Swole fam, y'all better run this up. KD, let's go. Yeah. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, yeah. You know we don't play guys. I'm blessed, I never said I didn't struggle. I finesse, I never said I didn't hustle. These niggas talk so loud, the way I move is subtle. I'm the ocean, but these niggas just a puddle. Ay, oh, I swear I'm delusional. These niggas, they using me. They want my energy, ain't nothing new, this is usual. These figures confusing me, what's gotten into me? They say I'm using their cubicles. Clipping KD like some cuticles. None of this shit is excusable. Don't need a muse when I'm musical. Ay, whoa, I'm tired of saying for truth when nobody's doing it. Yeah. They're controlling the youth, agenda abusing them, nigga. We losing them. Matter of fact, we just abusing them, that's a fact. We try to roll with a ballad act. Fucking low key with the Tesseract. They throwing smoke when they got it. Get the fuck up out your little bubble. They wanna ask how much it costs, I said it double. Gorilla beard, these niggas only rockin' stubble. The realest nigga make these bitches start to stumble. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't play guys, yeah.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Your other hand, honey, I can't hold you!
I can reach it.
Help me! I can get it. I can almost reach it.
Go to the fucking gym.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
The full normal.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
What's going on, beaches, booshes, bustas, hustlers, and yo-hos? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode. And today's episode of the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Eversting K2, flexing on all you beaches. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Happy Friday, September the 26th. We have a great show for you today. We're going to jump right into it. Thank you for being here. Hit the like button, subscribe. We're live on Rumble and YouTube at The Daily Swole. And of course, join us over at swolenormousx.com to get access to the Swolenormous app and all the amazing content that we talk about here every single day on the show. all of our programs, all of our recipes, everything to have to do with the elimination diet, getting your community in order, recovery, mobility, mindfulness, consistency, all 7 pillars. Join us, swolenormousx.com, and get access to the exclusive community, plus all of our training protocols, everything in the Swolenormous app. Join us, swolenormousx.com. Let's kick it off today.
What's in the box?
With some great merch. We got a 20% off sale over at papaswolio.com, and Coach Bobby Lynn is posting in her stories. Love when members humor me with my shenanigans. I'm a barbell girl. Look at that. Aww. Some gorillas for you ladies. Very nice. We love it.
I hear they,
Love to see it.
I can't.
Delicious merch. Appreciate you sharing with us. Thank you so much. And keep on repping it. By the way, fam, we have a very special guest. It's Tess Hornaday. She has returned. Coming out of her nut. Drop that hashtag in the comments below. Fef, it's Fuck'em Friday. Time to clean out your contacts and start cleaning up your life. Get your community in order. Focus on pillar number 1 today. Hashtag Fef. Drop that in the comments down below. Now let's get into a couple more posts. We did a bunch of these this week, but we are not stopping anytime soon. Fam, are you ready? I know you are. It is time for Rate My Meal. Rate with a T. Rate with a T. We're not raping meals. We're rating meals. So we're going to see what this is actually going to get us into. See what kind of hijinks the greater Swole fam is delivering. Abigail Swan has a plate with a salad and some ground beef, and I don't know what that brown or the red thing is. That a kidney bean? Is that, I don't know what's happening here, but I see some beef, so we'll give it a golf clap. All right, we'll give it a golf clap. Give it a golf clap. Brian Cosby is, I guess, taking pictures or using, I don't know, Getty Images. Look at that. What a pile. What's with this, like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what you guys do with this, like, seafood boil stuff. It's just corn and I don't know. This is like what, a Southern thing? This is a Louisiana type thing. Cool, I guess. I don't know. I like my food more edible. I don't want to have to work for my food. Just saying. I think a lot of these meals are just, I mean, to pick up the piece of corn and chomp on some corn. We get enough corn in our diets anyway. Then you got to fuck with a piece of shrimp and peel that off and get the poop out and peel that. And I guess if it's made well and you're on a special occasion, but this is not my kind of a meal. But good for you. I guess you're getting some protein, and I hope, whatever. Just looks, every time I see a plate of it, I'm like, cool, here's food that still needs to be prepared. It just looks like it's just a bunch of food on a plate. I just want a steak. I want to cut it. I want to put it in my mouth. I don't want to be doing homework with my food. Just trolling a little bit, but all right. At least you're eating real food. Colin Hagenson, we got some beef. Is that like some sort of Chipotle type place? Is that mac and cheese? Is that Boston Market or something? I don't know. I'm not a fan of the ultra processed stuff. You know it is. You can see it on a tray, but focus on that beef. Focus on that beef. Quality foods, fam. Quality foods. I would love to see a lot more home-cooked meals in these pictures. Stop eating out. Stop spending money on this shit. Make the food yourself. Dan Cochran or Corcoran, you got some pasta. Where's the beef? Where's the beef? Where's the beef? Where's the beef? Dan, I want to see some meatballs on that shit. Stop eating pasta. Don't be a chode. Get some meat on there. There we go, Frank. There we go. Frank's got it.
He's on fire!
Frank saved us. Thank you, Frank.
You want the baby boy's hole, you gotta pay the troll toll. You gotta pay the troll toll to get in.
Frank's getting in that boy's hole. Very nice. Look at that beef. That's a plate of beef right there. Jamie Riley. Jamie.
A newt.
Oh, Jamie. Are those cinnamon rolls? Are you making cinnamon rolls? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing here, Jaime? What are we doing here? Manuel. We get a lot of shrimp. I don't know, those crab cakes. Fam, what is going on with shrimp? Is shrimp making a comeback? Is shrimp on sale? What's with the shrimp? Someone tell me what's with the shrimp. Possibly the most overrated thing you could possibly eat. What is happening? What is happening? What's with all the shrimp in these pictures? Is it shrimp season? Is the fall like shrimp season? Is that when you harvest shrimp the most or something? Going shrimping? What's with all the shrimp? What's with all the shrimp? I'm not anti-shrimp, but you guys know it doesn't taste like anything. You guys know you got to put something on it. It just, you eat like 6 pounds of it. You're like, all right, well, where's the food? What's all the shrimp? Stop sending me shrimp pictures. You guys going way too much with the shrimp. Way too much with the shrimp. Mark, we got some, looks like salmon and I don't know, something on the side of it, but salmon, I'll give you a weak clap for it. Golf clap. Diabetes. All right, that's the last one, thank God. All right, let's get into the tip. Let's get into some Swole fan posts. All right,
just an inch. It's cold outside.
It is what it is. It is what it is, but now we got some Swole fan posts, so we're going to be getting some actual meals. We're going to be getting some actual meals here, okay? We're going to get some actual meals. Here's what we got from the Swole fam. This is how the Swole fam does it. Daniel's got a post here. After hitting legs and back today, here's part 2 of my lambs week. I guess Friday will be way more beefier, so please, Papa, rate my meal. Jasmine rice, 2 fried eggs, and 250 grams of lamb loin. Guten Appetit from Germany to America. Well, I don't have the German anthem, but that looks very nice. Very nice. I'll give you a little America there. Eating good across the pond. Eating good across the pond. Very nice. We got some steak, some rice, some eggs. Good for you. Good for you, Daniel. Holy fucking shit. Holy post. All right. Hey, thanks for the super chat, Keith. Appreciate you. Mark says, I know Papa talks about the 7 pillars on a daily basis, but one thing that's stuck out to me is the community of one. I feel like I'm going through that right now because at this point I'm on the cusp of letting go one of my friends from over 20 years. And I've mentioned it before, but I'll give a small recap because we're not on the same frequency as we used to be. Since the Charlie Kirk assassination, I've really been letting my viewpoints known like millions of other people. And there's been some debating going back and forth, talking about how bad education is and the sick care industry and how the left is constantly hypocritical. Whenever I bring up education or healthcare, he always goes to how his mom is a retired teacher and his sister is a doctor of physical therapy. Let me just clarify this. She's a physical therapist. Are people throwing around doctor of physical therapy? It used to be a master's and these schools wanted more money, so they made it a doctorate. Okay. They just wanted to get some more money and get another year of schooling. And it used to be a master's. It should probably just be a bachelor's, honestly, physical therapy. If you learn for 4 years, like, why are we going to school for 4 years? And you have to go to school for another 3 years. Why don't you go out in the workforce? Why don't we have people in the workforce and then you can go to school for 3 years? You could skip the bachelor's shit and go right to can you imagine like a 3-year college or a 3-year program for physical therapy? That's all you need. 3 years, you start out right away. You don't need to take survey of African-American literature. You don't need to take a fucking art class. You don't need to take some sort of language. The liberal arts bullshit in colleges is just to grift more money off of you. You should be going out in the workforce, figuring out what you want to do with your life, and then going and getting the specific education. You could teach someone to be a physical therapist in 2-3 years. Tops. And they go and they shadow someone, they apprentice for a year or so, and boom, you're doing it. All it is like you're icing people, you're heating people. Do a couple stretches, do a couple of this. It's such a waste of time. It's such a waste of time. You could fast track that so much easier. Anyway, I think high school should do that. Or even earlier. High school should literally be you pairing up with a local small business and rotating through different work environments. And then maybe your local education center is like, hey, they teach you how to do exercise and cook and home ec, and they actually educate you on the world. But then you rotate through these different apprenticeships where you spend a month here and you spend a month here. You spend a month with these kinds of, in a business. You spend a month here with physical therapy. You spend a month at a hospital. You spend a month here. You spend a month at a retirement home. You spend a month here. And you say, oh, I really like this. And then maybe you go and you get a certification or a 2-year degree or whatever it is so you can get into that field. Just seems like it makes more sense. Anyway, So this guy always relapses to, yeah, well, my mom's a retired teacher. Cool. You know, it's just like everyone's a personal trainer. Everyone's in real estate. Everyone cool. That doesn't mean that education is good just because your mom was a teacher. And if he's a retard, maybe that's the product of his upbringing, which is not necessarily a point in his corner. All right, let's see. Let's continue. I told him that if he thinks I'm talking shit about his family or attacking them, then wear the fucking shoe, because the constant self-gaslighting is annoying. Not to mention I have a good amount of family in the healthcare industry and my grandmother is a retired teacher. I feel like if I cut them off, I'll have ended a 20+ year friendship, all because he can't understand that people can have different viewpoints and he wants to stay in that bubble that he's created for himself and doesn't want to venture out. Doesn't mean that I want that. I'm doing some serious soul searching and even consulting a man's group that I'm a part of online for further guidance. In my head right now, I'm thinking it's better to climb the top of the mountain alone than be held back by chains of those who don't see eye to eye and want to drag you down to their level and be as miserable as them. For context, this is my former workout partner. I feel like that was the beginning, and this could be spiraling down to the end. You don't see eye to eye. You don't have the same kind of cultural and beliefs. You know, if he doesn't want to have objective conversations, then don't spend time with the person. Again, just because you've known the person for 20 years doesn't mean that you keep them around if you've diverged. It's 20 years. It's 20 fucking years. You know, that's a long time. You change as a person, you learn and you evolve. And if people don't want to change, then you can leave them where they are. You know, a lot of people have friendships. A lot of people have friendships that are just revolving around a job that you had together. And you used to commiserate and you used to work out at a gym because you had a job in a certain area. So you would meet up and then you just know the person and you kind of keep them in your life, but you have nothing in common anymore. Okay. It's not every relationship has to be 50, 60 years. If they don't want to change and they don't want to evolve, then that's the way it is. So if you don't have anything in common and you can't have a good conversation, then it's not, don't make it something that it's not. Like, what else are you going to do? What else are you going to do? If you have certain things you want to talk about and certain things you want to share and the person doesn't, it's like, okay, what do we have in common? What should we, it sounds like it's just going to end itself. You don't have to say anything in particular. Just stop reaching out, or you don't have to lie. Just be yourself. And then if you drift apart, that's normal. You don't have to go out of your way to, you know, you can't go out of your way to save people that don't want to be saved or that don't want to have conversations. Just live your life. Whatever. Don't overcomplicate it. Hey there all, I'm Scott. I joined the app in hopes of a few things: losing weight, gaining muscle, and building healthy habits for my nutrition and all other aspects. Feeling a bit overwhelmed and unsure where to start. Any thoughts would be amazing. I already answered this question, so good stuff here. My ultimate goal, this is a follow-up, is to slim myself down. I'm assuming that's a typo, but I want to build muscle in the process. Of course you do. I'm 6'1", 290. My target weight is around 215, but it depends on how I feel and look as the journey progresses. You got to get your nutrition in order and start with the 90-day dash. If you don't have a lot of experience with training or you've been out of it for a while, 90-day dash, best place to start, and then you could progress into one of our other programs. But this is exactly what the community is for. We have all the protocols. We have the sections in the program section that walk you through and tell you where to start. We have all those things in the Get Started series. But there is so much stuff inside X. That's why even though we still have those things, hey, start here, read this, watch this, in the programs, which program to choose? We still have the community section because either people are going to read it, they're going to go through it all, or they're going to go through it all and still be kind of hesitant to get started. This is why a lot of people don't have results, because they don't start, or they overthink it and they wait and they're not sure. Jump in, post up in the community, and then we can just reiterate. So you can go and watch all those things and read through the manuals and go through the videos that break it all down. But the community is a great additional resource where you can just introduce yourself, which I always encourage right away. And then we can point you in the right direction. So good for you. Let's get you on that elimination diet. And I would say 90-day dash is the best place to start. You could drop your recommendations in the comments, but that's my take on it. Because then you progress into other programs and stuff like that. Okay, let's get into some knowledge cock. Drop your questions in the comments down below. Hashtag ask Papa Swoleo. Swole Sama says, I heard they cook everything in an oven in Germany. Too soon? Oof.
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
Too late. Too late. Bada bing. Emotional damage. All right, let's see.
Emotional damage.
Cerny has a lot of experience with this. Sometimes you have to do things that are hard. That's what she said. But it is what it is. If it doesn't work, accept it and move on. Pam says it doesn't sound like he can respect the differences. Me and my best friend don't always agree, but we do respect each other. I like hearing her thoughts, but don't have to agree. I love her, though. If you can compartmentalize that, I just think nowadays it's different than it ever was before. It used to be, oh, don't talk about, I think that was a problem. We used to have that kind of approach, right? I don't think that was a good thing. Remember when you were, and I know a lot of you, when you were younger, I would say in the 70s, 80s, maybe even earlier 60s through like the 90s, it was, oh, don't talk about politics at the table. We don't talk about politics. I think that's the problem. People never talked about politics, and then no one really knew how in common everyone was really thinking. And then you just allowed the schools and the media and stuff to talk about politics and brainwash the kids and separate people. And then good people that just wanted to live their life were quiet. And then it really allowed everything to fracture. You should talk about these things because it's life. So I think that was a huge problem. And I think that was a reason why it was always promoted. I think it was essentially a psyop. Don't talk about politics. It's rude to talk about politics at the table. Why? Why is it rude to talk about what's happening in the world? Why is that rude? Oh, because people have different opinions. Cool. Let's have those conversations. Or keep it to yourself. And when the rift gets so big, all of a sudden, oh my God, you're a lunatic. It's because you never talked about it. And good people did nothing. And that's why we have a fucking hot goddamn pile of garbage on our plate. So time to take out the trash. All right. Let's see what we got here. Questions, drop in the comments. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio. Let's see. How do I burn body fat while maintaining my muscle mass? How do I have my cake and eat it too? Well, you build muscle. You're not going to maintain muscle mass. Either you're gaining muscle or you're losing. If you don't provide a stimulus, you're losing. And you'll lose muscle mass if you're not training in a couple weeks. You lose a lot of your gains really quickly if you're not constantly providing a stimulus. Not in a few days, but over a week or two, if you're not providing a stimulus, you start losing muscle quickly. So burning body fat, you need to stop eating crap, eat less garbage, eat better foods, training hard, and then it'll come off over time. So focus on building muscle. You're not going to maintain muscle mass. Either you're building or you're losing. There's no such thing as maintaining. Ant. Lots of numbers. Papa Swolio, how do I get off cholesterol tablets and blood pressure tablets? It's my weight. We'll talk to your doctor. Not medical advice, but I would get on some proper nutrition. So I would check out the book, The Great Cholesterol Myth. It's going to blow your mind and realize that all the cholesterol fear-mongering is bullshit. And a lot of other habits that you have, I'm sure, can improve. Weight training, sunlight, proper sleep, exercise, etc., etc. So that's how you start. You start with your nutrition. You start with the foundations. You start with the 7 pillars, and you go from there. Eskild Thorvik. That's a cool name. Papa Swolio, should I try creatine or not? I'm about 71 kilograms, recommended 5 grams per day. Sure, I take it every day. I take 5 to 15 grams a day. Sometimes 20, it depends. So should you try creatine? Well, it's not going to harm you. Creatine is good for everyone, pretty much, unless you have some specific issue where you can't process it or you have some existing kidney problems. Talk to your doctor. But honestly, your doctor's not going to know the first fucking thing about creatine. You know that. So should you try it? I mean, I take it. Most people take it. Creatine's fantastic for you. B. Sir David, which is your favorite song? I don't have one.
This is my favorite song.
I don't have one. Charchi, PY, Papa Swolio, do you feel bad for cows in cages killed for your steak? I don't eat steak from cows in cages. So, how about that? Oh, I hit the Matt Damon button.
Matt Damon.
That's why I don't eat, I don't eat confined feedlot animals. So, circle of life. But I don't eat sick meat. So I'm not a fan of that whole confined feedlot process. They're pumped full of hormones and corn and soy. Not a fan. Let's see. Jevutite? Let's see. Why after leg day I have too much pain in my knees? Because you have weak knees. That's why. You have pain because you have movement impairments and mobility issues and probably nutritional deficiencies or inflammation. So could be your form, could be your nutrition, could be your hydration, could be your volume, could be your intensity, could be the exercise selection, could be so many things. So proper nutrition, proper exercise, strengthening your knees, reverse sled, all sorts of things, step downs, Nordic curls, proper training, adductor work, yoga, mobility, all these things. Just saying knee pain is very vague. Usually it's because you have weakness. You have weakness and it's exposing itself after leg day. You're sore and you have tension because of a variety of reasons. I can't tell you just based on a Instagram story question. Brillinger, Papa Solio, what do you think about starting a diet with a mini cut? I think that's a terrible idea. Thank you, Matt Damon, for that. I'm hitting that button.
Matt Damon.
All right.
This house is a fucking prison! I'm playing bullshit! In the galaxy of this sucks camel dicks!
A mini cut? I don't even know what that means, man. Starting a diet with a mini cut? I don't do diets, bro. I know we say the elimination diet, but a diet is just what you eat. I don't do any of these like, oh, a mini cut. What the fuck is a mini cut, dude? Build more muscle. I guarantee anyone that's talking about a mini cut or dieting down, you don't have enough muscle to cut down to. People think that they have more muscle than they do. People don't realize how much fat that you have on your body that could be evenly distributed. Build more muscle. If you have enough muscle, you're not worried about mini cutting. You can see the muscle. You need to build more muscle. Get more jacked. I'm telling you, build more muscle. Building more muscle, then you realize, oh, it's actually better to have a little more body fat. I think we should really, I know lower body fat is really what people want. They would be shredded to the bone. I think the human body performs better when you're not like shredded. Okay. Enough with like the single digit body fat, unless you're competing or you're like a fitness model specifically, or you're competing on stage. There's no need to be 9% body fat. For a dude, low teens that's the max that you're going to maintain with proper hormones and feeling good and joint pain and living your life freely and not micromanaging. You know, it's just really, you know, everyone's going to be a little bit different with what they can maintain. But I promise you, after all these years of experience, maintaining low body fat percentages is just not fun. So if you're trying to do something for all year round, which is what I recommend, and I know that I have a little bit of a different situation. Not everyone lives in Florida. And not everyone lives where I am in Florida, because some parts of Florida, they get cold. Like northern Florida is completely different than the Keys, for example. Completely different weather. So in a lot of places in Florida, it's like summer or spring kind of like weather all year round. It can get into the 40s sometimes at night. So it's really never that cold. So I don't do like bulking and cutting. It's not like I hide away and I'm wearing big old winter coats for 6 months. You know, I moved out of the Northeast. I got out of that trash. I want to be in the sun. I want to be outside all year round. So I think that's another big factor for not doing this whole bulking and cutting. Plus you just get fat. Most of bulking is just fat. Now, if you're trying to put on muscle and you're like, hey, I really want to just, you know, get more jacked, then you could be around maintenance or a slight surplus and have a little bit of a higher body fat percentage, maybe be in a couple 100 calorie surplus overall, eat a little bit more carbohydrates, that kind of thing. But aside from that, I'm not trying to get fat and then get thin, and it's just, so starting a diet with a mini cut, I think you're going to lose. Most people that do cutting, what they do is they bulk up and they put on 15, 20 pounds of fat and they cut and they lose 10, 20 pounds of fat and they don't build any muscle. So, and they do it for a couple months. Really, if you're trying to like put on consistently, you really need to do it for like probably at least like a year or so. People do way too close cycles. They try to bulk for 2 months. I'm going to bulk, and then I start in March, I'm going to bulk up, and then in May, I'm going to shred. It's like you just put on a little bit of fat and then you lose the fat and then you didn't build any muscle. So if you're not getting stronger, you're really not building muscle. And again, that's how you judge it. If you're not getting stronger, then your training and your nutrition or whatever sucks. So if you're not making progress, then you have to go reassess and maybe adjust your carbs or whatever it is, or your training appropriately. So if you're not making progress. Last question. Drop in the comments if you have a live question. Otherwise, we'll move on. Wind Up Crow. How to retain willpower. You don't. Discipline. Discipline.
I don't believe you people.
Discipline.
What do you need, you people?
Discipline. You'll never retain willpower. It's not about willpower. It's about discipline. It's about executing. It's about consistency. And again, it's about the 7 pillars. So you're never going to retain willpower. You're not going to feel like it all the time. So stop waiting to feel like it. Has nothing to do with willpower. Nothing. No thing. No thing. Not a thing. Not a thing. All right. Let's move on. I agree. Mark says bulking and cutting is overrated. I agree. Totally overrated. Totally overrated. Totally overrated. That doesn't mean that sometimes you don't put on a little body fat. It's not like sometimes you don't eat a little bit extra, have a little bit of a higher body fat percentage, but you want to manage that. If you find yourself, this is why weighing yourself is valuable. And I'll weigh myself in the morning after I go to the bathroom once every few days or a week or so, just to get an idea. Hey, I'm losing some weight. Well, what kind of weight is that? I'm not sitting there doing tape measures, this, that, and the other. But if I look at my books, I look in the mirror and I feel good and I feel strong, my numbers are going up, I know I'm building muscle. I know I'm building muscle. I know I'm providing a proper stimulus. So if the weight's the same and I'm getting stronger, cool. I'm managing my weight. I'm managing how much fat I'm putting on and I'm getting stronger. So getting stronger is the most important things. It's one of the most important things. So getting stronger, essential. If I'm getting stronger and I'm putting on a little bit of weight, cool. It's muscle and maybe some water and some body fat. Okay. If I'm gaining weight and I'm not getting stronger, or I'm gaining weight and getting weaker, then I know it's something to do with my programming, maybe my macros, but also I know I'm gaining fat. I'm not building muscle. I don't want to gain fat. So then maybe I'll pull back and be like, hey, okay, let me give myself a little recovery, look at my programming, if that's like that for an extended couple weeks. If I'm around the same body weight or I'm losing a couple pounds, but my strength is going up, cool. I'm probably trimming some extra body fat and some water weight, and I'm building and maintaining muscle. Like I'm improving in that sense. So use the scale as a guide to give you an idea. Hey, are you making progress with your weights? Are you getting stronger and building muscle? Cool. And then see where that lies and then adjust accordingly. All right. Holy crap. These videos, the titles are intense. We'll start with this one because it's short. It says Democrat candidate for Congress in Michigan. Well, like we need another one up there.
What's in the box?
I don't think Michigan needs another Democrat. That's for sure.
How bad does it hurt? The Jimmy Kimmel's back, but you guys can't get your person back.
You mean the person that was assassinated? Charlie Kirk? Jimmy Kimmel is back because most of the advertisers pulled out. So for any liberal or retard, you can send them a clip of this part of the podcast. If you think that Trump took Jimmy Kimmel off the air, you are retarded. You're just not even misinformed. You are retarded. Advertisers pulled out because they're like, wow, this guy's an evil piece of shit and he's lying on his show. It's a comedy show, but Jimmy Kimmel is what an effeminate faggot. I'm just going to put it out there. This dude cries in every fucking episode. No. I'm over. It's not about the men need to be more vulnerable. No, fuck you. Stop crying on TV all the time, dude. You're crying in front of an audience. It's so horrible. Whatever it is, no one fucking cares. Crocodile tears. Jimmy Kimmel is a fucking sociopath. No one cares. No one cares about your fake ass tears on your goddamn late show that no one watches, bro. So anyway, yeah, I guess he came back on some stations because they scrambled together some advertisers, and maybe, I guarantee it was something to do with Jimmy Kimmel not wanting to apologize. And also they realized, I guarantee it was a legal thing. I guarantee there were some outs and certain things in his contract. They're like, all right, it's just easier just to put him back. We get some other advertisers. You have him back on. Certain stations or certain networks didn't want to have him back on. Fine. They don't have to. It's called capitalism. It's not censorship. If a station wants to pull advertising and they can't fund your show, then they can air whoever they want. It's not censorship. It's not This whole free speech, the left has no idea what free speech is. They do not understand. They're the ones that were censoring for years. My channels have been throttled on YouTube. My channels are dead on YouTube. I know I'm streaming this on the Daily Swole on YouTube, and the reason why I do that is just because some people still don't know that we stream on Rumble. So I'm doing it in the meantime. I pulled out from YouTube completely, but I figured some people might still come across the podcast. So that's the only reason I still stream on YouTube. So if they cut it out, then fine. I'll say whatever the hell I want. They can censor the channel. But it's to the point where I don't even have any real desire to post on the Swolenormous YouTube because they censored it since 2020. I've been completely flagged and shut down. Nothing reaches anyone. So I'm probably going to either post it on a different channel or, whatever, or not at all. So, yeah. So, I mean, I don't care about any of these people's opinions. And just to openly gloat about murder, like, these people are sick. Why is it always retarded women too? Women are broken. Women are broken in this country. Absolutely broken. Feminism destroyed women over the decades. We still have some logic, we still have some rational women left in our society. Most of them are swole sluts. But man, they really did a number on women for the past 50 years, huh? With birth control and the sexual revolution, and it's really sad. It's really sad. They just emotionally and physically broke women. It's awful. It's awful what they do to girls. Tylenol and birth control. You have acne when you're 12. Get on birth control. It's so fucking sick, man. It's so sick. It's so sick. It's a shame. It's a shame. Okay, let's do this one already. We'll do this one next. No, we'll do this one. This video is called Already. This is the title. Already killed his friend.
What's in the box?
Hopefully we don't get flagged for this. I don't know what this is.
What do you say?
Fuck Donald Trump.
Why do you say that?
Because he's racist and he's a pedophile.
But you
look it up.
You got 3 more years of Trump though.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying
we already killed his friend.
Whoa.
The next one is Donald Trump.
Oh. Wait, what's your name? What are you gonna do, buddy? Come here. You walk away, buddy. You're gonna why are you gonna do that?
Let's record this.
No, I'm just filming to protect myself.
Okay.
You're threatening.
I have a gun license to protect myself. So what?
No, I'm saying you're threatening me, so I'm filming.
Hey, it's not no threat. It's a promise. That's why you got a fucked up face. Get your ass so bad. Get 4
Someone call ICE.
Democrat is mental illness. Ha 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 ha.
God, people are sick in California. Well, at least he's over there. Someone needs to call ICE on that clown. I have a feeling he ain't legal. All right, let's do another one. 2 trans kids. Oh boy.
What's in the box?
Yeah, Venice Beach is a slum. Absolute slum. I remember being on the beach in LA, in Venice, and then like once the sun starts going down, that place is a fucking shithole. It's so gross at night. The sun start going down, everyone flees because it's just the dregs of society. Yeah. It's gnarly out there. Never liked it. Never liked it. Okay, this one's called 2 Trans Kids. Sorry for your eye holes. I'm sure this is going to be bad, but let's see what we got.
The reaction when people hear that we have 2 trans kids is pretty shock and awe. Olivia.
Yeah, because it's impossible. There's no such thing as a trans child. I'll stop the video to say that. There's no such thing as a trans child. Kids do not know any of these things. This is from the parents. The parents have a mental illness. This is child abuse. Let's continue.
Said she was transgender from the...
Look at these fucking people. Look at that dude. Look at that dude. He's dead behind the eyes. And look at that fucking cave troll of a wife. I'm sorry. I'm just going to go ad hominem like a motherfucker. These people, oh my God. Look at this tool bag. Look at this guy. He's totally gay. You could tell. He's upset because he's with a fat wife and he wants dick instead.
age of 4 until 5. She didn't socially transition until she was 5 years old and entering kindergarten. When James was 8 years old, he asked to transition, which...
Oh, yeah? When he was 8? Oh, yeah? I remember when I was 8. I was playing like Super Nintendo and Genesis and running around with my friends and stuff. I wasn't trying to become a woman. Fucking parents are insane.
Meant a social transition. He just now, a month ago, started hormone blocker, and he is counting down the days until he can start testosterone, which would be the first time something permanent would be happening, because at that point, it would affect fertility. If you use a blocker and go on to testosterone, your eggs would never mature. Mm-hmm. And you've always said you wanted to be a parent.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do about that if you can't have your own child?
Adopting, is a great idea to me.
Can you show me what the blocker looks like that's implanted? First show me in your arm. Where is it?
It's right there.
Right there? Can I feel it?
Mm-hmm.
Does it hurt?
It feels weird, but it doesn't hurt.
And what's...
You do this to your child, you should be thrown under the prison. You should be under the jail. I'm totally fine if we have a big pool of water, like a pond, sharks with laser beams, and you just drop these parents into it. This is insane. I'm not one to deprive a child of their parents, but if their parents are absolute psychopaths, this is sick shit. This is so gross. It's hard to comprehend that it's not a skit or something, but...
Does the sample look like that you have?
It looks like this.
There is a concern from a lot of people that this could be a phase and this ultimately may not be who they are, but...
That's just a fact. That's just a fact. Of course it's a fucking phase. You dumb bitch.
Knowing that they're going to always have the experience of love and acceptance from us is key.
If we do what you say so. Yeah, if we transition, we'll get love and acceptance. This is what these kids are doing. They're being shown love and acceptance if they go along with this charade. You could see it in the kid's eye, like dead behind the eyes. All right? You're raising a future school shooter.
But knowing that they're going to always have the experience of love and acceptance from us is key. We will love and accept them if they come to us tomorrow and say that they've changed their mind.
I doubt it.
We will love and accept them if they don't.
I doubt it. I think you would encourage them and you would discourage them for changing their mind. I don't buy that for a second. If you let it get this far, there's no way that you would just turn it around. Because you can't just you can't undo that kind of shit. You've already poisoned the well. You've already damaged your children permanently. This is some sick stuff. Oh, look, we got fucking puzzle pieces in rainbow colors. Mental illness. Mental illness. Mental illness. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. We got some skin color stuff. I don't know. Let's see what we got. Let's do a throwback, and then we'll do a swole card. Hashtag Fef for a chance to win today's swole. This is insane stuff, man. All right. Throwback 502.
So if someone that isn't white hates on a white person based on their skin color, what do you call that?
Racism.
You're not going to like my answer.
I bet I...
Wait.
So if someone that isn't white hates on a white person based on their skin color, what do you call that?
Racism.
You're not going to like my answer.
I bet I won't.
I call it justifiable.
What?
So we have a white savior complex. We have, a white person. Oh, it's justifiable. This guy watches his girlfriend or wife get fucked.
White-bodied people.
I'm sorry. Hold on a second. I didn't catch it the first time. White-bodied people?
That's fucking stupid.
As a history teacher...
Jesus fucking Christ. God damn it.
I teach my students about the scramble for Africa, in which all of these European countries came together to decide which parts of Africa they were going to colonize.
Oh my God, a stronger power took over a weaker power.
Politics, man.
That's politics?
Yeah.
That's politics?
You mean survival of the fittest? You mean nature? That's politics? That's politics? All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's do one more. It's Friday, so we'll do one more. Let's see what we got. Drop in the comments. Let's do 1 through 4. Pick one. Why don't you guys, we'll raffle it off. Pick a number 1, 2, 3, or 4. And in the meantime, I will promote a couple things. We got 20% off. Swole Ferratu, brand new drop. We got a bunch of spooky designs. It's Halloween season, so go and check it out. papaswolio.com. We also have the hair and body care. We got the app. We got free shipping on any 3 hair and body care products. Make sure you jump on the Scalp Seed, Mane Gains, and Bull Cream. Do not miss out on that. I promise you, you don't want to miss it. Go and get you some. papaswolio.com. Now let's get into, let's see what we got here. We got 2, 3, 1, 4, 3. We got a couple for 3. We got a couple for 4. Oh, I can't decide. Maybe next one that pops up. Next number in the chat. Franklin on YouTube, number 3. All right, we'll do 3. I got a bunch for 3. Let's do 3. Let's see what we got here. Throwback. Oh, boy. You chose poorly.
I've been thinking a lot about what it is to be like bigger and how just general society treats us as pariahs, but also how they treat us in our passing.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And that's one thing I am so scared about.
There are worse things in this world, believe me.
Not that I'm going to pass early, because you can't determine that.
That's retarded.
People pass all the time, all very different ages, right? But it's very interesting how only one group of people get empathy and the other group are told that they deserve it. If you have a young, fit, thin guy and he has a heart attack while running, but he did everything right. He did everything right. Oh my God.
Clearly not.
But if a plus size person was to also have a heart attack, I don't know, going for a hike, for example, or maybe not even that, maybe just doing the shopping. Oh, well, you know, they obviously didn't look after themselves, did they?
Clearly not.
Even though they both passed at the same age. Even though they both passed because of the same reason.
You don't know what the reason. That's not true.
Fucking moron.
Oh my God, ridiculous. You know, while we're here, before we do the swole card, let's get into a couple other stories over. Drella says, my husband might like the beard stuff. I agree. I think you should check out, I can't hold it up closer because it's not autofocus, but Mane Gains, this is great. And go check it out, papaswolio.com. Mane Gains comes in a nice little pump. Boop, boop, boop. And let me see. Oh, let's see, get a little pump here. Oh yeah, little squirts. Oh, it's everywhere. That's what she said. Ooh, nice. Is that what we should do? Is this good marketing? Yo, that Mane Gains. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's nice. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hi, puppy.
Oh, hi, puppy. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. That is nice. You know what I love about the Mane Gain stuff is that it doesn't leave like anything greasy on your hands. It's really nice. Oh yeah. And the beard. Look at that. Look at that. Look how much better my beard looks. Nah, it looks good already. Oh, it smells so good. Woo. Nice. Nice. It really doesn't leave that much. I can rub that on my arms a little bit. The ingredients, jojoba, castor, argan oil, and cedarwood, bergamot, and vanilla. So, I mean, that's really all there is. I put jojoba oil all over my body too. Argan oil, castor oil, great for skin. Cedarwood's great. What a smell. It smells so good. I wish you could like smell, you know? I wish we had like AI and you could smell your phone and it would just like, it would just squirt out a little. Yeah. And the cool thing is made 100% in the USA. It's all America, baby. So check it out. I should have this like right here. I'm going to have this behind me on the show. Just like a floating shelf. Something like that. Very nice. Oh my God. It's so nice. He likes the natural botanical ones. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's great. And it's cool because you have the little pump thing. So, you know, sometimes with like oil droppers, you got to like put the oil droppers, you just take it off and squirt. You're not going to get any leakage or anything like that. There's good tactile feedback in case you get some on the bottle, you know, you have a messy squirt. If you're a squirter, you know, got some nice smell. I love it. It's a very, I mean, it's kind of neutral too. You know, it's neutral even for ladies because you can put this in your hair and it still smells good for females. That was the important thing. So you have the bergamot and vanilla, which gives it a little bit of that I don't want to say floral scent, but it gives it a little bit more of that unisex scent. The cedarwood is really good, so you get a nice masculine scent for that. But it's great for men and women. Great for the beard. I know Danny says his beard, my beard already feels softer just by putting it in there. So really nice. And it's great for your hair, mids and the ends. So check it out. Is this the only Swole leak? That's what it should be. Only Swole is just me putting it through my beard. No leakage. That's perfect. No leakage. No leakage. Yeah. Pam says I'm moving, and I make sure to pack my Papa shirts and main gains in the box to bring in first. Don't be without your main gains. Put it on my face. Chris, I appreciate you. Thanks for sharing. Chris says, I'm so thankful that you show these videos, even though they're uncomfortable. It's easy to conform to the world because it's easy, but you keep some of us grounded with what is actually right. This is, and I know in the past, sometimes I've even gotten tired of some of these videos because a lot of it, I want the show to be a positive. I don't want you to be like, oh my God, these people are so fucking crazy. But it's important. It's important. How long have we been covering these videos and now you're seeing it come to a head? We've been talking about this for 9 years. As all this stuff has come out more and more, sure, it's even more front-facing in the culture and the social sphere than it was in 2016 and 2017, but we saw it with the anti-diet dietitians and food has no morality and fat phobia and then fat acceptance and body positivity. I know that's kind of on its way out, we hope, but it's still there. It's still huge. It's still, all those grifters are still there. It's important. It's important because this is the mindset that has plagued and infiltrated everything. This is Marxism. This is victim culture. It's everywhere. So it just popped up and it landed on our radars for the most part with all the diet shit. And then obviously it was always there. And then one thing leads to another and you see the connection with everything else. It's important to see what's out there and to understand and to keep your head focused. A lot of times, it's very easy. It's like, hey, sometimes it's a nice reminder. What's right? What's logical? You have to show the opposite. It's like, oh man, that's not a good direction. So don't go that direction. Don't go that direction. So I shared this. This is it's not funny. I don't understand liberal humor, which is kind of like an oxymoron. I thought this was actually funny. Let me pull this up. I retweeted this. This is on my X account. Follow me at Swolenormous on X. New pride flag just dropped.
Matt Damon.
If you're just listening, it's that stupid, I don't know, purple circle. It's like that trans two-spirit indigenous alphabet cult flag, and it has a bottle of Tylenol on it. So the crazy thing is all the libtards that are taking tons of Tylenol to spite Trump, as if Trump is sitting there with a fucking microscope going over scientific studies. He's reporting what RFK and everyone is uncovering. Not to mention there's a big report that came out last night that like almost 300 FBI agents were there on January 6th. Oh, but there was no coercion. There was no, it wasn't a, false flag, blah, blah, blah. Oh, there were 300 agents in the crowd at January 6th. No shit, Sherlock. So things are coming to a head. And of course the liberals are gonna be like, that's not true. That's ridiculous. Trump is evil. We're just actually in power now. And we're uncovering all the garbage from the past 10 years that you've been lying about. James Comey indicted. Great shit. Take it to trial. Lock him up, man. You don't want to go to trial, bro. They're not indicting you because they don't have evidence. You get indicted because the grand jury gets shown all the evidence. They're like, yep, there's enough evidence for a trial. You can't just indict someone randomly. You can't just, you're arrested. A jury looked at all the evidence and was like, yep, this can go to trial. You have enough here. There's a reason to go to trial and indict this person. It's fuck around and find out. I got another post that shows that, but let's watch this video. Unfortunately, I said The Adventures of Cuck and Cuck. We got Robert De Niro on Jimmy Kimmel. So as if Jimmy Kimmel couldn't get worse, you bring old Bobby on. God, I used to, this guy, Robert De Niro, it sucks because now I can't look at him in any movies and be like, it's just, it just poisons everything that he's ever been in. It's just awful. Just, why are you such a fucking broken idiot? And then you realize these people just pretend for a living. They make believe. I don't know why actors are so famous. We put them on pedestals. They pretend for a living. So I don't believe anything you fucking say. All right, let's play this.
I think words can never harm you. Oh, well, they can harm you now. Let's make sure you pick the right words. Capiche?
Okay, yeah, I guess I capiche, but I don't think... Oh, it sounds like you got a call there, huh?
Hi, handsome. Oh, I mean, I'm sorry, Mr. President. Okay. You got it, sir. You got it. Bye.
Is that supposed to be... That's funny.
Look, I got to go. A couple of cases of Tylenol fell off a truck, and now I got to figure out how to put autism in them.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that sounds tricky. So good luck with that, sir.
Good luck with you, and I'll be watching you, Kimmel. Maybe not on ABC. That's up to you.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your...
I'm gonna put autism in him. Oh, that was funny. Yeah, there's nothing more depressing than watching liberal comedy. There's nothing more depressing than watching like authoritarians try to do humor. So anyway, that's a dude. All right. Robert De Niro is an old man. Oh, he's been in movies. Yeah, he's been in movies. He's pretended. He's pretended many times. And he's an idiot. I don't know why he's so, intent on reminding us all the time. I thought Donald Trump was like the best troll. I think he is, but Elon Musk, what an epic troll. And I feel like actually you guys probably saw that Elon and Trump were at the Charlie Kirk Memorial. If there's any kind of silver lining, and they're really, obviously it's a horrible, disgusting tragedy. I'm not making light of it, but we got to look in positives, right? All the new chapters of Turning Point, all the people that are waking up to how evil the left is and how violent and how far it's gotten. But if anything, maybe Trump and Elon, they were sitting together and kind of, schmoozing a little bit. So maybe you got Elon's a powerful guy, a very intelligent guy, a lot of access. And hopefully they kind of mended whatever fallout happened earlier, like a few months ago. I cannot believe that Trump was inaugurated. Like, was it 8 months ago? Can you guys believe? It feels like Trump's been president for 10 years. And I guess he kind of has, because it was 2016 and it's almost 2026. But obviously he was out for 4 years there. It's just like, I can't believe it's only been since January that this administration started. So there's a lot more time. And obviously when you're a quote lame duck, the last 2 years or so, like the first 18 months are essential. So leading into this time next year, where you have the midterms, is really like crunch time. And I think a lot of stuff is coming around. But anyway, if you're just listening, it's a picture of Trump on the beach with rocks. If you remember James Comey putting 8647 on the beach, interesting shell formation, which really means take out the president. And then he was like, no, that's not what I meant. I didn't know what 8647 means. You idiot. You shouldn't be the director of the FBI if you don't know what 8647. Fucking, what a liar. What a lying piece of shit. Anyway, Elon Musk said, cool shell formation found on the beach walk. It's Trump with rocks. It says FAFO, fuck around and find out. We'll get in America for that one. America! Fuck yeah! All right. And one more thing, if you want to see some evil shit, I saw someone share this on X and I shared this. This is pretty gross. I said this is some sick shit. It's called Know and Love Infant Water. Infant. Baby. Now, what's the age range for an infant? A year, right? What's the technical age range for an infant? When does infancy, in quotes, when does that end? Is it 18 months? When are you technically not an infant? Is it 18 months, 2 years, you're a toddler? What's it technically? You could drop that in the comments. I have to look that up, but it's like, what, 18 months probably? It says, Know and Love Infant Water with added fluoride. Distilled water for toddlers, for babies and toddlers. So it's distilled water, which has no nutrients, with fluoride. It's just water and fluoride. Distilled water and fluoride. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. They don't have fucking teeth, so there's no excuse to be giving babies fluoride. That's gross. Fluoride's poison. Filter your water, avoid it, get rid of it in your life. Don't let the dentist, if I go and I get my cleaning, I never have them polish and do like the fluoride shit. It's disgusting. It's gross. Tastes nasty. Makes me feel sick. Get it out of your life. Get rid of fluoride. You guys know that already. For infants. Great. Mark says, is that what pregnant women use to wash down the Tylenol? Might as well be. Oh my goodness. So then, I posted this because I think, I thought it was just kind of popped into my head. So, this is my X account. I'll post what I want. But it seems like, because I saw some videos of people, the struggle sessions where, in our country, in the United States, and pretty much everywhere, you've been told that white people are evil, you're colonizers, and this and the other, bow to BLM, bow to black people, bow, we're horrible. Oh, slavery existed hundreds of years ago and it was awful. And, no one complaining today or wanting reparations. You weren't a slave. You've never been a slave. I saw some stupid shit with like Serena Williams or whatever, like, oh, there's a cotton plant outside in the hotel. Oh my God, this is a horrible thing to look at. It's like, shut the fuck up, you millionaire idiot. Everyone makes their money and gets super famous and then it's like, oh, but the inequality in this country. Shut up. You just feel guilty because you have everything and there's nothing to complain about. So you're showing everyone else, hey, don't be mad at me. I feel bad too. Feel bad for me because there's a cotton plant in the hallway. You can find that video online. So I posted this. I said, you've been told to hate yourself over and over again. Your ancestors are awful people. You by proxy are also awful. You're fed lies days in and day out. No surprise, most people poison themselves with food and drugs. I'm not saying it's a direct, this is why, but if you're taught since you're a child that you, your ancestors, your country, everything you know, you're a bad person, your ancestors were bad people, you should be ashamed of yourself, women don't have rights and black people and everything is bad. You and everywhere you came from is evil. You're a colonizer, you're a bad person. It's no wonder white people trash themselves. They don't take care of themselves. They eat crap. They just mask away. They block it out. They don't want to think about it. They don't want to address all those things because it's nonsense, and then it's like this kind of plague. It's like a virus in the back of your head and you just self-sabotage and you beat yourself up and you feel like you're not worthy. You feel like you shouldn't have everything and blah, blah, blah. You don't want to say anything because someone might get mean, get mad. You might lose your job or blah, 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 blah. So I just think there's an interesting correlation with how many people in this country just literally actively destroy themselves because you're taught to. You're taught you're a bad person. You're taught you're evil. You're taught that you're a bad person. You're a white man. You're the worst. I say, go fuck yourself. You're saying that because it's not true and you don't want to better yourself. You don't want to improve yourself. So literally get fucked. No one cares about your shitty opinions. So it's not what you think it is. So stop feeding into the lies and the deception. Let's give away today's Swole card. Thanks for being here. Hashtag FEF for a chance to win. Give it away, y'all. Let's go. It's Friday. Ooh, that was a nice one.
I arrived in America's airport with clothing, US dollars, and a jar of gypsy tears to protect me from AIDS.
I like those gypsy tears. Today's winner. Say it 3 times. My goodness, haven't seen this name in a few minutes. You've been here. Candyman, congratulations. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. You want to say it? Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Say it.
Don't say it.
Say it.
Don't say it.
Say it.
Don't say it. All right. Shit. What if you said Candy Boy? Ooh, Candy Boy. Maybe prepubescent? Just think, Candyman was once a candy boy. That's true. That's true. What does it take to go from a candy boy? What makes you a candy man versus a candy boy? God, Candy Boy sounds so gay. Oof. That does not sound good. No one. Yeah. No one. Candy Boy. Candy Boy, Candy Boy, Candy Boy. Hi. I heard you got some candy for me. I hear you got some candy, boy. Let's go down to my basement. I'll give you some candy, Candy Boy. Candy Boy? Hi. I got some candy. Fuck. Yeah. Fam, we're wrapped. Come on, give me some candy, boy. No, you got some good news. I was just wondering where the candy boy was. Yeah, fuck your candy corn. Candy corn. If I said fuck your candy boy, it'd be like, oof. Ugh. Nope. Nope. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Fam, one more thing at the buzzer. Remember yesterday, I don't know if you were here, we had a big announcement for the Swolenormous app. Join us, swolenormousxs.com. Let me show you if you missed it yesterday. If you missed it yesterday, we have an awesome new... I talked about this yesterday. Not only do you have, check this out, not only do you have the 7 Pillars Journal, just a reminder, where you can journal. I'll just save it. I guess it says access, or it didn't save as access, SCCZZX. So you can record your journal underneath individual, days and things you schedule. We did this yesterday. Felt great, had dinner and slept better. Cool. So you can track that. But now when you go to any workout, like Swole hip rotation, right there at the top right or at the under schedule, it says notes. You click on notes. Now you can take notes and you can track under individual workouts, whether it's a masterclass, whether it's a Swolosophy, whether it's a 90-day dash, full body or push ignite, Swole season workout, an individual Swollen 7, whether it's anything, every single product, every single class, every single recipe. You can go to the recipe section. Let's say we go to nutrition. You can go to, bacon wrapped salmon bites. You could put a note here and be like, loved this one. You could track whatever you want. So then under the actual recipe, now when you go back to it, you have notes. Or you could put loved this one, but I, maybe lower the temperature to 300. I like 300 for 25 minutes instead of 20. So you can go back and have a note based on what you liked about the class, or notes for you. You could track reps, you could track sets, you could track whatever you want under an individual thing. And it's not public, by the way. So, it's not like a comment that everyone will see. It's a note. So it's private for you. It's only on your phone. It's only in your app. Just don't delete and reinstall because, you want to make sure that you keep all your stuff. So make sure that you check out that note feature. Excellent. Fantastic. So go check out that new feature. We got notes on every single product, plus the 7 Pillars Journal. So you could track general things. You could track specific things for those programs. So join us, swolenormousx.com, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for being here. Go to the fucking gym. Go pick up some merch. Go try that Main Gains. We got all the stuff there. Main Gains. We got Scalp Seed for the roots, for strength of your hair. Main Gains for the beard. And of course, and for the hair. And we also have the Bull Cream. So you can put it on your skin. It's delicious. Morning Meadow. I highly recommend. Thanks for being here. And we'll see you next time. Peace, McGeese. Deuce Magoose. Your boy, Papa Swolio.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing, like an IPO trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint you. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. I'll topic my melanin.